Thanks. Ready?
Yes.
Let's roll, nerds.
Spanish speaker.
Oh,
Sorry, I kept gloves on.
okay. Hey, remember that unit?
That's there. It's in your queue. The
Findings of fact? Okay, great.
I don't think she did this by.
Yep.
Earlier this month, because he had a BVR, Coach Andrew said, because he was adamant that no drinking or anything, so they did a urine test. And on the 16th, when he took the urine test, he came back negative. So he was set for bond forfeiture today. He's here. We're just hoping that the court, since he tested negative, that we can reset and go on our merry way.
So he tested positive on December 31st, New Year's Eve, right?
That's my understanding.
And then when did he take the urine test?
The 16th, sir.
Okay, that's 2 weeks later. Of course he's going to be negative 2 weeks later.
We
Herman,
brought it in as soon as we got the BVR.
can you bring him up?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a Spanish speaker.
That's okay, bring him up.
But I can't see no problems. Do you mind if I translate?
Please.
And he came with his employer as well. He has like two different, I don't know if you remember.
No.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, it was. Because he has an interlock, he's a commercial, he drives for a company that does a lot of catering and stuff as well. And she is a very active employer that would not allow anyone to drive with any alcohol in their system.
You know,
Entiende.
or you should know, every single thing that you put in your body. I don't care what your excuse is. If I ever find that you have a positive result again, I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand? Absolutely no tolerance in this case, Mr. Ramos. Do you understand?
He's saying he understands, Judge, while you're talking.
Okay. I don't give a rat's behind what his excuse is next time, Herman.
Thanks about it.
He tests positive, I'm locking you up. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
All right?
Thank you.
Valdez Gonzalez, come up. Mr. Valdez Gonzalez, you were charged with violation of a bond condition or protective order. You are facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. Do you know if your lawyer is going to be here today?
Yes.
Take a seat from in the jury box. We'll wait for him to get here and then we'll do probable cause at that point in the jury box. I don't want to lose him. Thank you, Blessing. There's a Martinez on the docket that has a BVR. Is Marcus's client?
Yes, Judge. He was waived today because it was just a regular court date. I told him about the BVR and he asked to put it on for Wednesday because they're in trial on Monday.
Okay.
So Wednesday.
So yeah, SFBF.
The results?
Yes. Okay.
Negative. Okay.
So that's the 5th, right?
And you got to modify the as well.
Morning, Judge.
Hey, come on up. Whoa.
Doing all right?
Wow. What a blast.
Come shake your hand.
Come on.
Good to see you.
How are you, Brian? Great to see you, man. It's been great to see you, man. It's been too long.
Yeah, you too.
How are things? Great. Yeah, I guess you don't come down here too much, but that's all right. We're happy to have you.
Stuff too.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
We have some wrongful death cases, plant cases.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
they're a lot, take a lot longer to get to it.
Voluminous too as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just been.
Are you working with someone else? Or you just on your own doing it?
You've been free. Used to work in the public defender's office.
I know the name.
Yeah, he came in, back in, right, maybe 3 years ago. So we do have like a term of docket.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's where it's at, man. I mean, I'm telling you, that's where, that's a smart move.
Yeah. I'm approaching on Brett where it's at.
Where?
I gotta call him up and stuff to council.
Okay, I'll sign it, whatever you guys need. Is it old?
No, it's not old, Judge. From December 28th.
Whatever you want.
Okay, just file a motion to.
Okay.
And, say passing the case, so.
Got it? Okay, whatever you need.
Just that.
Yeah,
That and
have
a
fun.
court date, that's pretty
Yeah,
much it.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, I have one file. Oh, you want to? Yeah. I'll put it on.
Okay. Is it on docket today or no?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, so just whatever you guys, just,
Where?
Everybody on docket today?
Yeah.
And your name?
Your Honor, approaching for brief.
absolutely.
This one's on page 11.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Kimmy.
Or.
Mr. Kimmy, you're charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand, sir, that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your natural born life. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this. It will stay like this for the rest of your life. You sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right, how do you plead to the offense of assault? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Garza.
Oh, Mr. Kimmy, let me give you a.
Emailed you.
I'm sorry.
I emailed you.
I did. I saw that. We'll be here Monday. Can I approach? Can I talk to you about Mr. Skillman? He's on Skillman.
Still, okay.
He's on today's docket.
Sure.
Page 18.
Can I get a short reset or second 2 week for bond forfeiture so he can finish his class?
Do you have good contact with him?
Yes.
Is he here?
He is not here today.
What's left?
He just needs to finish the class. And the reason that it got so old is he was debating taking this to trial and we had to get the discovery packet and that took a while. But then after we got.
So you've had, I mean, they've had, when did he start doing it?
I'm sorry, what?
When did he start? When did he accept the offer to take the class?
At the last setting.
Because I have it like beginning of December,
Yes.
right?
And just with the holidays, Judge, things get pushed to the side.
How long do you want?
Can you just give me 2 weeks? It'll be shorter than that.
If it's not done, he's going to be here super SFBF, right?
Okay.
Because it's over 200.
Okay.
If he doesn't have it done, I'm going to roll him day for day till he gets it
It
done.
will.
All right, okay.
So what case?
Got it.
Skillman. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hey,
Morning, Your Honor. May I approach?
morning, Sheila.
How are you?
Hey, your guy here is in felony today, so we're going to roll him tomorrow. You okay with that? Okay.
Mr. Jones, right? I think he has a new case, so I'm assuming I'll get appointed on that and then
Oh, you seem so.
BVR on his.
Yeah, it's a good case, right? Something like that. I mean,
Yeah, he has a few felonies.
we can adjust it tomorrow.
Okay.
What you got? What else?
I have Mr. Alvis Alexander,
Okay.
and I have a clause number when you're ready. He was on yesterday's docket.
Okay.
The clause number is 2530808.
Is it felony warrant?
Well, he's in custody.
Oh,
I don't know why it hasn't cleared his warrant. I think his felony court date is
guys.
March 18th.
Can you look,
March 18th, yes.
2530808. Mine shows us in warrant status. Can you, what?
I'll confirm you right now.
Please, is he in custody or is it still warrant status?
He was on yesterday's docket and he was in the holdover.
Okay, great.
This is for Albus Alexander?
Yeah.
Yes.
What would you like?
So you did revoke his bond back, let me see, I know it was last year, and it's set at 5,000. I think his felony bond is 2,500. He's been in custody a few weeks. His mom is trying to bond him out. She was here yesterday, but she's not here today. And so she wanted me to ask if we could possibly lower his bond. And I know he did mess up by not taking the drug test back when it was revoked. He did have an ankle monitor. So he's 18. He's been in there for 2 weeks, and he's got the pending felony, which is, it's not the same transaction.
Here now?
He's not here now. He was here yesterday, and Judge Andrews didn't want to.
Let's do this. Let's put him on for tomorrow. I want to admonish him and talk to him. And then I'm not against it, but I want to talk to him and get through to him that just how are we going to continue, But I'm open for sure.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, that'll work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Shane, thanks.
Happy Lunar New Year. Today's the Lunar New Year, right? Chinese New Year. Lunar New Year.
Oh, no. Is that today?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The year of the snake.
Actually, I read it yesterday.
No,
Where's the party?
I was born on Groundhog Day, but it was the Lunar New Year, so I always like it.
Hey, how'd that case work out, Max? Your young lady with the Atlanta?
Here to talk about it right now.
Is it still going on over there or what?
Yes. And so I know we are not going to get the time for that, which
Did you get reset again?
it ended up going to, no, she's pleaded.
She pled.
Oh, no, she has pled, but she has not been sentenced. And so sentencing isn't going to be till May. I know we're not going to get that far, so I'm not worried, trying for that. I'm going to talk, we were texting about it just now.
You do what you need to do.
I'll update you probably here.
It's just, I'm curious as to if that's still
She
open.
pleaded already.
He was really scared.
But then the sentencing's not till May.
Right.
As you can imagine, someone like that is difficult to deal with sometimes. So she was supposed to come to the office yesterday to go over everything, and then she sent me her stuff, had to do something for the federal thing. And so it's been a bit of a headache. So I'll give you a full update.
Hey, Judge, how are you, man?
Judge, I'm here on Janiyah Smith.
Okay.
Judge, this was a case that she'd gone working on a while ago, and today is her arraignment day. She's gone out. She's
Is she here?
yes.
All right, do you mind bringing her up?
Let's start this call with Mr. Did you have any?
Every time you miss court, all you do is give free money to bonding companies. That's all you do. Every time you miss court. Really, if you have a ton of money, wonderful. But every time you miss, that's all you're doing. You're giving them free money.
Well, Brad.
This case is 450 days old. Do you have an offer on this case?
Judge, I was just speaking with her about it. There is a PPI offer on there for all minor bid. So, I mean, even a short reset, we could get this case resolved.
Is it, how long of a BIP is that?
I think it takes like 6 hours to do.
Okay, I give you till next week to get it done. But if you don't have it done, I'm going to immediately set your case for trial. And I'm going to tell you now, with as many times as you've taken off, as old as this case, you're extremely lucky that they've even offered this to you in the first place. Right? For you not to take this, I mean, really, you have a week. You understand? Okay?
Thank you,
All right, yes. Hey, Mackenzie, do you mind? Can I give you a cost number?
Yeah.
Please. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It's 254 9398. We have to do probable cause on it. Do you mind, Judy?
Yes.
Just second release, please.
So this case has not been screened yet, so I will read from the dim sum range. So
Please.
that's my notes. Okay. On Tuesday, January 28th, 2025, at approximately 11:21 a.m., officers were dispatched to a theft call for service at Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with loss prevention, the complainant, who stated that she viewed the defendant enter the business, steal property from within without the owner's consent. They detained the defendant via hand restraints and placed her in the back seat of their assigned fully marked patrol vehicle. The defendant was identified by her name and date of birth and Texas driver's license number. They discovered that she did not have any outstanding warrants or prior theft convictions. The complainant stated that on January 28th, 2025, at approximately 10:57 a.m., they saw via live security camera the defendant enter the business and place multiple unpaid merchandise inside the Walmart shopping cart. The defendant proceeded to the self-checkout services and placed the items in the baggage area without scanning them. The defendant scanned the items with barcodes from other items that were priced less than the items in hand. The complainant stated that the defendant passed all points of sale without purchasing the concealed merchandise, and then she, along with the other asset protection employees, stopped the defendant, and also stolen merchandise was recovered. The total value was $115.74. Complainant says she does want to pursue charges, and then it just gives a list of the merchandise.
Okay. All right, so I'll find probable cause exists then.
Okay.
Okay. One second. No, it's unlocked. Okay. Yes, you're not sure all this stuff. What's up, buddy? What's up, dude? Very great.
I got 6 ago.
So what you find?
So let's go.
That's what she says. Okay, cool.
And then you're done with that.
Roll Costco?
Never solved it. How pick up the work? And so, I mean.
Jeff, what's the homeless shelter right here by the church?
Star Hope.
Is there another one? Is Life West one? No. Star Hope.
Well, hold on, I'll Google it. What's it called? Or where is it?
I'm just looking for downtown homeless shelters. I can't find a club.
I don't know.
Mine is 6. What's the thought?
There's the Beacon, which is on 1212 Prairie.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Joe.
There's one on 2015 Congress called Search Homeless.
That's the same. Good, like, personality.
That's the 3 that are closest here.
Okay.
Stay.
Pretty good, please. I can't find.
Good morning, Mr. Frosto. Mr. Frosto, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance. Is it just one case, Will?
Yes, sir.
You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand? You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, there's no changing it. This is what you want to do. How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Yes.
I'll find you guilty. I'll send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Jeff. See that.
Of course. On all appointed cases. Sure.
Yes.
Hi, Shreya.
Hey, Judge.
Ready?
Yes. All right, so just a heads up. We have Mr. Powell on docket, who was found incompetent. And I am working with Brad Morse to see what else we can do because the state's going to dismiss it. Since on Class B misdemeanors, we can't restore competency. It's just a matter of the state's not going to want to go for it. But I'm going to nonetheless try to find some resources. So I think it's crazy that we're just like, oh, you didn't do that serious of a crime. Let's wait till you like hurt
Let us
someone.
upstairs get more resources than we do.
Yeah, and on a B, they don't have enough time to restore the competency. So it's like, I don't know. So,
The Senate.
well, here's the thing is once Brad comes, do jail reentry and dismiss him with instructions. So we're just sort of waiting on that. But that's about as far as we can go then. So just a heads up on Powell, seeing that one was a little odd. The next case, Judge Duhaley D. Do you want to track felony? It's the same transaction. It's penitentiary time.
Sure.
So I'm like, we can set up a trial or track, whichever you prefer. Okay, we'll track it. Next case, Judge Robinson.
Wait a second.
Sorry?
There an offer on the felony case, McKinsey?
5 TDC in the 90 days down here. Yes.
Did they count, do you know what the next setting is? Did they counter?
The next setting is on February 20th, 2025. There's no
Fine,
case
isn't it?
notes on the felony. There aren't any case notes on the felony.
You said for the day after, you know?
Okay. And then I've got Sydney Robinson
Okay.
on his assault charge. The fugitive case is Fugard. So he's somewhere in Colorado.
Has he kept up with you?
Oh, he's been in jail. So he's in jail somewhere. So what would you like to do?
Do we know that for sure? We don't really know that for sure, you know? Right. So I guess, did you have a good contact for him?
Not him, but his mother.
Do this. So I'm going to SFBF for 1 week. See if you can track him down, figure out what's going on. I'm okay with waiving as long as you have good contact for him. But if
Okay.
he's AWOL, I'm not down with it, you know?
No worries, I'll reset it for a week to just sort of.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Thanks, Shreya.
Judge, on that one, bond conditions were already done. Like, because,
He has a fugitive case, so they sent him back to, you said Colorado? Shreya?
Yes.
But we don't know what happened when he get back. Is he still in jail in Colorado? Did they let him out? He was supposed to stay in contact with Shreya, so we don't know. That's why she's going to reach out to the family. Yeah, SFBF 1 week, I guess. You ready, Eddie?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you, man?
Good, how are you doing, Judge? Your Honor, I have Raul Aguirre on your docket. He's here in the gallery.
He's out.
Yes, sir, he bonded out. Some very high bonds upstairs. He was able to post those bonds, and he's here, Judge.
I gotta say, very few people on one hand, how I can see that they're out with as many cases as,
Yes, sir.
let me tell you that you are extremely lucky to even be out with as many cases that you have. So what conditions have they imposed upstairs that,
Essentially, it's a total home confinement. He can't even come to my office, Judge, unless I file a motion beforehand. So we were in felony court, I think it was before yesterday. So it's set in March, Judge, for we have asked for the state to disclose a confidential informant that's associated with some of the felony cases. So it's set for a hearing. As far as the case here, Judge, state's offered, I think it was 90 days in Harris County Jail. We're not inclined to accept that offer. I know the case is getting old. So,
I'll give you another setting,
okay.
you know, give you another normal setting, like 30, 17 days. Let me know what you want to do when we come back. If he doesn't want to take anything, I guess at that point we can set it, you know?
Sure.
It's 180 now. Those cases upstairs are going to take, who knows how long to resolve. So normally I'm okay with tracking for some, but he's got 6 cases upstairs and that's going to take a really long time, I would imagine.
Yes,
So,
sir.
all right, I'm going to give you 30 days. You need to get with them to go through everything. When you come back next time, we need to make a decision, either accept the plea bargain from the state or I'm going to set your case for trial. All right? Okay, guys, please. Thanks. No contact with the complaining witness. And Eddie, is the complaining witness in our assault any complaining witness in the felony case?
It's a different person, Judge, and he has no contact.
Okay, so that's the only thing we're going to do is just no contact and no weapons.
There's
That's
no
it.
problem with that.
what's the last name?
Aguirre, first on the docket today.
I was trying to.
Do you mind buying that, Mackenzie?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So state's bond conditions, you're not to have contact with the complaining witness and no weapons. That's it for us. Okay?
We're at 14, so are we doing a regular set?
Yeah, one regular reset. They got to come back, clear trial next setting. Hi, son. How are you?
I'm very well.
Good, good. I sent you an email on a BVR, by the way. About an hour ago. There's a BVR that you have, one of your clients, I don't remember who.
Okay.
I think we put it on for next week or something like that. So if you have a problem, just let me know.
Hey, Judge, on page 10,
Yeah.
for real, is that 163 that's still missing its coverage?
Whoa. Nope. Great state of Texas. You mind helping me out, please?
They're talking about some sort of, I'll say, it's never judge, but I'm not really sure. I haven't talked to him.
It's Terrell. Lots case, discovery outstanding. It's nearly 170 days old. What's the word, Thunderbird?
I don't know,
You tell me.
tell me something about some sort of, institution of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah, I would talk about that. But I've not talked to him, so I don't know.
Yeah, we have something about, there's not a contact number on file. We mailed restitution information to the address. It was found in the DIMS. We have a time served offer on there.
Is there any discovery that's outstanding though?
Just the restitution center issue, but we have everything else, Your Honor.
So you don't have the restitution amount.
No, they're not responding to us to give us that information, is what it seems like.
So let's set it for 2 weeks, right? By then it's 180. If you don't have the restitution, then it's, they don't want to be found, you know?
You do.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Chablis.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on, these two cases were on the fugitive docket from yesterday, Kevin Hunter and Jonathan Hernandez. The state had asked for some, Tom, I don't know if they made it up yet. I think.
They're here. They're coming.
Okay. Oh, so for Kevin Hunter, Judge, he is wanted out of the state of Tennessee. He is asking for you to consider a bond. He wants to post bond. He has a local case. He wants to post bond here and go to Tennessee and handle it himself. It was brought to my attention this morning that he may be wanted also out of the state of North Carolina. But he's also asking to appear before you. He said he has not appeared before any judge, and I just wanted to make sure that
Hold on. Do you want me to bring both of them out, Chablis?
Yes.
Okay, so Hunter, and then who's the other one?
Jonathan Hernandez.
Thanks. All right, they're coming out, okay? Greg.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Hey, bud, what's new, man?
Waited in a line to get in the parking garage and now driving circles in the parking garage.
Okay, be safe, please. No
Yeah.
FSGIs, man.
Yeah. So I have two cases. First one is Vanessa Gonzalez.
Okay.
And everything's in. Well, not everything's in as far as some of the videos are in, but there's not a rip call. And it looks like there still needs to be some body worn cameras.
Nancy, what say you?
I attempted a rip call, no answer yesterday.
Okay.
Um,
So it's 140. It's getting up there. It's not up there yet, but is that the last thing we're waiting on?
we're waiting on the rip call as well as, body worn camera.
At
Yes,
140, that's no good.
Right.
So let's do this. Subpoena the officer to come in 2 weeks. He's got to provide everything.
okay,
If he's not here, or if he provides everything, he doesn't have to show. But if he doesn't, he's got to be here.
okay.
Yada, yada.
Will do, Judge.
And then,
Okay, who else?
my next one, Judge, is Alicia Williams.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a wreck on it.
Page 21.
There's
see?
no offer on the case yet, Judge, but we can make sure to get an offer on it.
Yeah, it's 76 days. It's really young, Greg. I'll have them put an offer on it. But you still want just a reset on both? Well,
Yeah, I
2
wanna
weeks on the
release-
first one, and then we can give you a normal reset on the other one, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever,
Hey,
whatever
counsel,
dates.
I just released the offense report to you on that case as well.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. It looks like that's all I have. I have another one, but I believe that's ERD, so.
So for 2 weeks, Judge, how's February 13th?
That's good.
All right, and a regular reset on the other one, March 4 through the 6th.
Can I do the 6th?
6?
Yes, please.
Are we done?
That's it. Thank
All
you.
right, happy trails.
Yeah, I just found a spot finally. Thanks.
All right. All right, Shibli, you ready? All right, good morning, gentlemen. Let's see, so you must remind me the names again. One is
Kevin Hunter and Jonathan Hernandez.
right, obviously, right? All right, so guys, both of you are wanted from other jurisdictions. Both of you are asking me to set bonds on your cases. I don't know anything about you, but I have it to get to know you within the next 15 minutes to see who you are, whether you're a danger to my community, and most importantly, whether you're actually going to go back if we set you a bond. I don't know. Let me find out about you and we'll see whether we're going to set you a bond or not. Okay, so Mr. Hunter.
Yes, sir.
You were wanted out of 2 different jurisdictions. Tell me about it, please.
He's wanted out of the state of Tennessee, Your Honor. The first case is a computer offense between $60,000 and $250,000. The warrant was issued December of 2023. The other charge out of Tennessee, Your Honor, is a financial exploitation of the elderly or a vulnerable person. I don't have bond issue for that, but it was also issued December 2023. He's got a local case for theft between $150,000 and $300,000 out of the 337th with a $100,000 bond. The next setting is March 11th of this year.
And I see that this is another elderly case as well, huh?
Yes, sir.
What other prior history does he have?
His criminal history, Your Honor, consists of mostly misdemeanors, 3 DWIs out of Orange and Jefferson, and an obstruction and a theft, misdemeanor theft.
Okay. I don't know, you've got a lot of baggage and you've not made bond on the felony case, so.
And there's a North Carolina hold as well, Judge.
Oh, he's wanted out of.
Yes, sir. And that is for obtaining property under false pretenses and.
Hopscotch with the states, man.
Elderly.
Yeah, not gonna happen. Sorry, my friend, but.
Can I speak, Judge?
No, don't. See, you've got a lawyer. I'll let you talk to the lawyer. The problem is that anything you say, they can use it against you. So it's just, here's not the forum to fight the case. The only thing I gotta you gotta realize is that you're wanted out of multiple states, multiple jurisdictions. And so it scares me to give you a bond because are you gonna actually go back? So that's one. Okay, and who's the other gentleman that we have?
Jonathan Hernandez, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me about Mr.
Mr.
Hernandez.
Hernandez, Your Honor, is wanted out of Orange County, California for the charge of oral copulation of a person, sexual battery, and attempted sexual battery. He's on a $50,000 bond. That warrant was issued in January of this year. He has no active cases here locally. And I don't believe he's got criminal history.
What is it, states, what's your position?
Your Honor, I'm opposed to the bond due to the nature of the offenses there in California. They're of a sexual nature. I just don't know that Mr. Hernandez is a good candidate for a bond at this time.
Do you know if there's anything that carries a life sentence?
I don't believe it carries a life sentence.
Chablis?
Yes, Judge. From my understanding, my client does not know anything about these charges. I brought this to his attention on yesterday. He would like an opportunity. He does not have any local cases. He would like an opportunity to go to California and set a bond or turn himself in, as opposed to waiting the 14 days. He's ready to get on with his life. He's asking if the court would consider setting him a bond.
Did you have anything else you want to add?
There was, I misspoke earlier, Your Honor, there was a misdemeanor DWI, but it was dismissed.
Right, I saw that. How old are these cases over there? Do we know? Were they 2Bs? Did he have knowledge that these were open and he took flight? Mr. Hernandez, I want you to understand one thing. If I do set you a bond, it needs to be sufficiently high that you take us seriously and that you're actually going to go back. I don't know yet if I'm going to set you, but if I do, it's going to be substantial. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 digits so that you understand. And if I set you a bond and you make that bond, we give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to go turn yourself into the jurisdiction that you're wanted from. I'm going to tell you now, I don't play games. So if you make bond and you take off, then I will issue a nationwide warrant for your arrest. I will set your bond at 0 and it's not going to happen again. Once I do get you, this time I will hold you until California comes and gets you. Do you understand?
I have no knowledge that he was aware of the charge, Your Honor.
Do you know when were they filed? Amy, when were the charges filed? Was it recent?
I only have the issue date of the warrant, Your Honor, which was
When was that?
January 3rd of this year.
The bond set in California is 50?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If you want, has he already waived?
Yes, Judge, he waived on yesterday. In the event that you didn't show up today, I just didn't want him to sit there and not have any time
Right.
counting.
So I'll cut it in half, Chablis. I'll cut it at 25. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
You need to understand also one more thing is that I'll set your bond at 25,000. Okay? If you want to make that bond, you have to withdraw your formal waiver. Once you withdraw that waiver, you lose all the credit that you've built up as far as the 14 days for the demanding jurisdiction to come get you. So what I can do is I can put you in back, let you speak to your lawyer to see if that's something that you want to do. If you need time, we can also do that as well. I mean, nothing has to happen fast. But once you withdraw that waiver, you lose all that credit. So I'd hate for you to do that if you're unable to make the bond. So what we can do, I'll put you in back, give your contact information for your family to Chablis. She can reach out to them to see if that's something that you guys can do. I don't want you to just withdraw it without knowing and then you lose all that credit. That sucks, you know? All right? Okay, so I'll put him back, Chablis. Just give us a ring and then you guys let me know what you guys want to do.
Yes,
Okay.
Judge.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right, please. Max.
Speaking of Ms. Siegler, a little bit about Ms. Bennett, who sat next week, the federal case.
Show up today?
She said on Tuesday, but we didn't want to like. Okay, so we did do blood discovery. We got it back. I think it was on Friday. I'm supposed to meet with her, as I told you yesterday, to see about, we are going to trial if she wants to hire an expert to review all the blood discovery and all that. We're supposed to meet with her on we're figuring it out, but right now it looks like Monday and see what she wants to do on that. So I'll probably be fine.
What did the blood come back in?
I don't have it. Yeah, pulled up still. What's the case? Who is it? It's the case next week. Okay.
I have the one, it is 0.254.
Yeah. I mean, she was gonna plead. That was this whole thing. She was gonna plead, and now, you know, I don't know that she's not going to. Partly because.
I mean, if you want till Tuesday, I can roll you till Tuesday. You speak with her on Mondays.
Well, we're set on Tuesday. I mean, we're set for trial on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of just giving the heads up that I'm gonna file a continuance.
Why?
Well, we got the blood discovery back, and so if she doesn't want to pursue the trial, we need to hire an expert. So but it's gonna come down to 5 hours.
I mean,
She's running probation because she's already pleaded on the federal case. So she already doesn't have, I mean, it's.
was it re-rec?
Pardon? I know. I'm not gonna get us to that other thing.
Can you not, wait. Why are you saying she's not probation eligible?
I mean, obviously not. On the probation form, she'd have, on the election for punishment, she'd have to say that she has been convicted of a federal offense.
So?
I mean, it's up to the court.
Is that something that she would be interested in now? I mean,
She can't finish it because she's gonna be she's going to federal, I mean, additionally, she's going to federal prison this year.
are you 100% that she's going to prison?
It is, the DWI is a matter of the difference in like a year, it's at least 6 months additional to DWI. if not about a year additional because of the DWI. And, but she, I mean, she's going, it's just sentencing in May and then she'll have to turn in at some point, but it's a minimum year.
If you please raise your right hand.
I explained to her, I was like, she was like, what about basically PTI? And I'm like, well, you can't finish it. You're gonna go into.
Is this a first or is this a second? Well, we do time serves on first.
She was gonna take it. That's what this whole deal has been. And then she messages me and says, hey, my lawyer's saying I'm gonna do more.
I can't, Max, I can't curry favor by holding the case. You know, that would be me interjecting myself.
I already know, we're not gonna get to that far out. And that's not my intention. It's really, if she ends up wanting to go to this trial, I have to be prepared correctly.
So let's do this. Talk to her, have her come in Tuesday, and then if she still wants to go, I mean, I only grant one continuance.
Yes, no, I understand.
I'm not, and it's gonna be, 30 days. So,
Right, I understand.
Okay.
I knew we weren't gonna get to the point of she does her thing in May and then we do. I knew that. Yes, no, I know.
okay, so we'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Max. Hi, Council. Come on. Good morning.
First, we're on a in custody matter, Judge.
Okay.
In GU. This is our first appearance on this matter. We were appointed this morning. Seems as though there's a balance.
We have a hard time getting a hold of Mr. Nguyen. We give him a bond, he doesn't come back. And it's every single time. If you look at the criminal history, since, he had 3 cases last year. On all of them, I have him set at like 10,004 because every time we give him one, he just never comes back. So now we've got both cases set at 5,002 because we've given him already 2 PR bonds. He doesn't come back. I don't know what the deal is. He just doesn't come back. So I can't possibly give him a PR bond because he never comes. He never comes on his own. The only time we see him is because he gets picked up for a new case.
I understand, Your Honor. He informed us when he is homeless. He likes to contact is a little difficult. Let me step back and approach the state, see if this is something that.
I'm sure that there's something we can work out.
Yeah.
You've got to understand that if I give him a PR bond now, he's going to ghost us again. I'm going to see him back in 60 days. Bond's going to be at 7503. And, it just,
Okay,
sorry,
let me speak to the state, see if it's something that.
whatever you need.
If not, well, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Madam Clerk.
Of course.
Have Mr. Katab, Khatab, for a plea, Judge.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir. Do I call him up, Judge? Yes. Okay.
You don't need a translator, do you? You don't need a translator, do you? So- Good morning, Mr. Katab. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 2-year deferred adjudication. What this is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. This is extremely important because a conviction like this can really hose you for the rest of your life. What you need to understand, though, is that there's still an affirmative finding of family violence, meaning that you pick up another case like this, you can be very well facing a 3rd-degree felony next time, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And it doesn't have to be a knockout, just brawl. All you need to do is squeeze someone's arm enough to where it hurts, and then you're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Understand, sir.
You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, we enter into a contract now. There's no turning around. You're stuck with us until you complete it or if it gets revoked. Now, if you do something to violate this probation, like you pick up a new case, test positive for drugs or alcohol, don't do your classes on time, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest, put you in jail, bring you back out, and we're going to have a hearing to see whether you violated it. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year in jail. Do you understand?
I understand.
For you to complete this successfully, you must do a BIP class, which is a Batter's Intervention Prevention Program. That is an 18-week class that you must attend once a week for 18 weeks. You must also do a 4-hour anger management class. You must do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No drugs, alcohol, random testing, no threatening, harassing, abusive contact with Catherine Alvarez and Paola Alvarez. Also, no weapons as well. I'll make you a deal, Mr. Katan. If you do really well, if you're nice to everybody, you get your stuff done quick, I'll take you off in half the time. You could be done with this thing in a year if you get everything done, don't test positive, and most of all, just be nice to everybody. It's not hard. You get upset, someone pisses you off, walk away, find another release. Because, well, time will tell. Actions speak louder than words. Everybody tells me that. You know, really. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 2 years. But like I said, get it done quick. We'll take you off quick. What do you do for a living?
Right now, I'm not able to work because I had this open 2 cases managing Airbnb.
Is there another case that's getting dismissed as a result?
There's 2 felonies that are being dismissed, Your Honor.
Wow. You also need to realize this is that there's only so many times in life that DAs are going to also help you out, because that is a hell of a deal that they're doing now. I mean, you work some kind of magic. They're going to dismiss an aggravated assault and an injury to a child. You're pleading to this. That is a hell of a deal. Things like this don't happen all the time. So if it continues to happen, get ready. You understand? All right, sir. Good luck to you. We'll have you see the.
If I may, Your Honor, the district attorney upstairs and felony set conditions on this case, and regarding the bid, they have
As long as it's the regular BIP, then I'm okay with it. Yeah, but I mean, that tells me something.
Yes, sir.
Right? All these cases. So, all right, I'm okay with that on the line, but it's,
Yes, sir.
all right. Good luck to you, sir.
Next, excuse me.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Katan.
Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year.
You know what sign you are?
Yeah, I think Tiger. Me? I think Tiger.
That's right. It's okay, we'll leave for Tiger from now.
Hold on.
It's all right, Your Honor, not, I don't worry.
No. Damn, I'm a pig. Close.
How can you do it?
Way far.
No worries.
Damn it.
Honor, I'm here for, Kyle, last name is White.
Okay.
CAL. He's 19 years old. Because of the freeze and all that stuff, just things fell through the crack. I was supposed to submit him a PTI application. It's 184 days old, so it's like 4 days over the.
You haven't done that yet.
So the thing is, I spoke with the prosecutor and now they're wanting me to do a mitigation packet because even though his BAC was 0.14, which is below the threshold 0.15, there was no accident, but they're saying because of 9.
Okay. So I'm okay with it. We'll give you a couple weeks, 2 weeks.
Everything.
Are you okay with 2 weeks?
If you can do 3, Your Honor, just to be sure that I can submit all this, because they're insisting on a mitigation packet now.
Okay, 3 weeks, but if it's not done, he's got to be here, and then I'm going to bring him day for day till it gets done.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Hey, Vic,
Yes.
on page 22, they just told him that he needs a mitigation packet, so we're going to give him 3 weeks. If it's not done, it's got to be here.
I didn't know that they need one if he's under.
It's okay, don't worry about it. You're good. You too. Chablis.
Good morning, Judge. Mr. Day wanted to reapproach about Kevin Hernandez
Tell me what you got.
and Jonathan. Mr. Day wanted to reapproach about Jonathan Hernandez. He wants to withdraw his waiver so that his family can make the bond on his case.
If Day wants to approach,
That's what I got an email saying to jump back on
Okay.
Zoom. And then
Where
for
Day at?
Kevin, I don't know. And Judge, for Kevin Hunter, Judge, he is asking to come back tomorrow for you to reconsider, but I don't believe that is the case. He's indicated that he has a lawyer in Tennessee that is on standby, ready to assist him with the case in Tennessee if you would set him a bond. He doesn't care
Yeah.
how high it is. He's just asking for you to set him a bond.
what about the case in North Carolina?
I don't know anything about the
No?
case in North Carolina,
Well, they
Judge.
said that, didn't you say that, Amy, there's a hold in North Carolina, or he's wanted out of North Carolina as well?
That's what, Ms. Wolf said. Did have I actually can't. Think of
Okay.
it right now, so.
Oh. I gotta wait for Day to come up, Chablis.
Okay.
Chablis, I'm guessing that Day's gonna be strongly opposed to the bond I may
No,
set.
it says that he's coming up for the withdrawal part, as I missed the judge already making his bond decision. So I'm really not too sure.
That's my guess. My guess is that he's opposed to the bond being set on that Hernandez case. Oh, hi, Josh, come on up.
I had Vincent Rodriguez on docket and he did not appear, Judge.
How come?
I lost contact with him. The number is disconnected.
Oh, isn't he in jail?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, this is a different one. Okay, so, this is an old case. Okay, so I'm gonna set it at 5,001. Yeah, and then just, you want to withdraw or do you want to stay on?
I'll stay for now.
Okay, all right, just let us know. Okay. You saw that? On Rodriguez, yeah, 5,001.
Oh, okay.
On Vincent Rodriguez. Mr. Broussard.
Sure.
Hey,
Good question.
shoot.
Just here this morning for Jose at the office.
Okay.
Steps we in the both cases. He's got bond, yes. Some point, I guess, need to be addressed.
Is he in jail or
Yes.
he's in custody? I didn't realize that, sorry.
And to my knowledge, Judge, felony is planning on filing an 11B upstairs.
That's next stop at 179.
What would you like?
Well, my question is, I'm gonna go up to the 179 and see if that is accurate, because I haven't seen an 11B hit the system yet. I'd like to talk about his felony bond situation up there, so I can have some more clarity on what.
Sure. Do you want
happens
to roll
down
till
here with the
tomorrow?
approach. Sir?
You want to roll it to tomorrow, the next day, or?
Possibly. I'm gonna go up there first and come right back down, but I already got
Sure.
a court date from your coordinator February 18th, but.
Whatever you need, I'm happy to do, you know, you just want bond reductions upstairs, I guess, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, okay.
And see if they're gonna file an 11B, like I said, it hadn't hit the system yet. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not, but.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to you first and not speculate about it.
Whatever, we're in your hands,
Okay.
whatever you need.
All right, thank you, Judge.
For
Appreciate it.
sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Chablis here. Okay, Mr. Kim.
I think it's just to enter in the waiver. I think you've already ruled while I was.
I was set the bond at, I was gonna set a bond at 25,000 on Hernandez. Okay.
That was after all the evidence was given to the board. So I didn't want to.
All I know is that there was an oral calculation,
Oh, that's different than the. Wait,
You're thinking about Mr. Hunter.
I'm not, yeah, Hunter I denied.
Oh, on Hernandez.
And as
Okay, sorry, I thought we were approaching, okay.
no, I guess I assumed that you were approaching on Hernandez.
And I am now, Judge. Yes, he's one out of California for oral copulation of a person, sexual battery, and attempted sexual battery. State would be opposed.
Typically, you're unopposed when there's a bond that's set in a demanding jurisdiction. Here, it's set at 50,000.
Typically, I do, but just with the nature of the offenses, obviously, I'd want to hear more about him being able to secure his return back to California because of the distance and the egregiousness of the offenses, his ability to secure the bail there and make the bail here. I'd want to know a little bit more about his flight risk and his ability to return.
The other thing I base it on was that it wasn't a new case. It's a new case, meaning that the warrants were literally issued just a couple days ago. So it's not like it's been languishing like in the other case since 2023, you know?
Yes, that is true. These are 2Bs, these aren't FTAs. And ultimately if I heard more, and it probably wouldn't persuade me to get to a point to agree to a bond, but not a low bond.
This is not a low bond.
And so, but part of that is, again, being able to hear more about the defendant having the ability to self-surrender and successfully make it back to California, whether by way of someone driving him there or if he has the funds, because making the $50,000 bond there and whatever the court puts in here, obviously that's a big consideration.
You want me to wait, essentially?
Well, I didn't know if council had anything already on hand.
Can you shed any light?
I called him in the back and he's indicated that his family is able to do so, which is why I requested the release of the waiver with regards to the him taking back the waiver that he signed on yesterday. He's saying that he can come back within 14 days. He's made full aware of that and that his family is able to come up with the funds.
Did they, again, you didn't get anything from the demanding jurisdiction, right?
No, that's all.
Okay. There's a DWI that was dismissed.
You want me to bring them both back out so I can admonish them both?
Please, Judge.
And then I'll
Bring them both back out, do you mind? So Dave, on Hunter, he wanted to be rolled to tomorrow to see if he could reapproach to try to,
the $25,000 bond.
No. The other one where I denied.
You denied on?
I denied on Hunter.
I thought you said it was 25.
So Hernandez, Hunter is.
Oh, I conflated the two cases.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm good. I am unopposed to both of those. Rolling it over for the no bond and if.
No. I'm saying, but I mean, what sense is there in rolling it when?
Oh, I thought that was.
Yeah, I mean, if you want me to, Chablis, I will, or we
No,
can.
Judge, I would prefer
But-
that you talk to him today. What he was trying to tell you was that about the lawyer and that he already had that secured. And I explained to him that I don't believe that would make a difference because of the pending case in North Carolina as well as Tennessee. If you could admonish him and tell him that, then we may not
Sure.
have to come back tomorrow.
Understand that don't matter whether you come back tomorrow, next week, 2 weeks, you have a lot of baggage. You've got this, you now have an open theft from an elderly of 150 to 300,000. You've got the same two cases in Tennessee. You also have a hold out of North Carolina. I'm not going to set you a bond. It's just way too much baggage. And you scare me, quite frankly, Don't say anything. It doesn't require. I get it that you have a lawyer over there. But the deal is this, is that if you truly do have a lawyer there and you're able to, somehow your lawyer's able to work where they release the holds over there, like you're able to post bond in North Carolina, that would release the hold here.
I didn't know about case in North Carolina until just now. Didn't know anything about it.
Well,
So that came this morning, Judge. When I was talking with the state earlier, they said, FYI, that there's a pending hold in North Carolina. So when I spoke with Mr. Hunter on yesterday, neither one of us was aware of the North Carolina case.
And that's okay, but we're letting you know now that there's a lot there going on. And so if you have a lawyer and your lawyer is able to work Tennessee as such that they can release the holds, then that would release the holds here and you're able to post bond on your case here, and then you're out. But I don't feel comfortable giving you a bond knowing that you're wanted out of two different jurisdictions. What you're wanted for in one of those jurisdictions is the exact same case that you just picked up 3 days ago here.
It's the same people.
Well, I don't know.
It is.
I know that.
I have the documents.
I'm not here to litigate your case. I'm only here to give you a heads up that I don't feel comfortable giving you a bond. That's it. The more baggage you come here with, the higher, just it's not going to happen. So wanted to bring you out to let you know whether you come back tomorrow, whether you come back next week, the answer is just not going to change. You know, my primary concern is the protection of my community, and I'm going to do it at all cost. That's it. Now, Mr. Hernandez, you got to understand, I set your bond, I've cut it in half from the other case, but you have to understand that you are an inherent flight risk. So before I sign your waiver withdrawal, you need to understand that on fugitive cases, you're not going to get the 10% where you're going to have to pay $2,500 and you're going to get out. It's a fugitive case, so you are a flight risk. So you probably will have to pony up most, if not all, of the bond to be able to make bond in this case. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to get back to California once you get out? Okay, you have someone that's you can't get on a plane, try to get on a plane, it's probably not gonna go well. So you're going to secure some other kind of transport to get back to California. Yeah, sure, but understand that we only give you 2 weeks from the date of your release to do that. If we call in 2 weeks and nothing has happened, you've not turned yourself in, or you've not posted that $50,000 bond, I'm gonna revoke this, set it at 0, all that money's gone, and you're gonna be in here again, and I won't do this again. Do you understand? Okay. Day, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, I'm just drafting the reset for the defendant to sign. I got the withdrawal waiver from counsel, which I just printed out. Did you want defendant to come back out for admonishment for the signature?
No. That's why I'm letting him know now. That way we can take care of everything at one time. Chablis, is there anything that you wanted to add?
I just want Mr. Hernandez to know, so I've already signed the motion to withdraw the waiver of formal extradition. So that means that if your family doesn't make the bond for another 5 days, then you've essentially lost the 7 days. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
He withdrew 7 days ago?
No, I'm saying if he sits there for 5 days and he signed it on yesterday.
Right. Right. So because you are going to withdraw this waiver, if you're not able to make that bond, you're going to have to waive again. And then you're going to be sitting for another 14 for California to come get you. You understand this? Okay. All right.
It's gonna be reset to February 13th for Hernandez.
Do you need me to
Thank you. Sorry, one's for the court, one's for the.
That's where you're sitting right here.
This is the judge. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, there it is. Sorry. I thought I saw it. All right, guys. I wish you the best of luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you,
Good morning, Mr. Nguyen.
Please.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Why don't you ever show up to court? You know, if you show up to court, good things happen. We can give you whatever you need. You want a cell phone, tablet, food to eat, a place to stay? We can get all these services to you if you show up. You're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with theft. You're also charged with criminal trespass. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 7 days in jail, credit for the 7 days that you've done on the theft case. You need to understand that this now makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your sixth theft case that will now end up in a conviction. You need to understand a third is usually they will file a felony on you. And I don't know why it's happened, but at some point you're going to get a rogue, or not a rogue, but you're going to get a prosecutor that hits you with a felony. And then you're looking at years instead of days. You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot change this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense of theft? Back. If you pick up a criminal case, come to court. We will help you. All right. Good luck, sir. I'll find you guilty, sentence you the agreement. Thank you, sir. All right. If it's enhanced, it'll be abandoned. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta give Hi, Hunter. Hey, how are you, man?
I'm good.
What's new?
Nothing much. Same old, huh?
Did a plea?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Rennick. Oh, is that him?
He's in custody.
Okay.
He's got a sign and stuff. How you doing, Judge? You said, how have you been? Good?
Good. Well, I was under the weather yesterday. Felt like just.
That was me like last week.
But today, good, you know. So we're going on one trespass, they're dismissing the other two?
On the new trespass, dismissing the other two.
Got it.
Looks like they have. Next, if I can get you a right bumper,
Sorry about yesterday. I felt like las pelotas, as they would say.
State for plea.
Morning, Mr. Brennick. You're charged with 2 counts of trespass. You're also charged with 1 count of interference with the duties of a public servant. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 15 days in jail with credit for the 5 days that you've done on one, and they're going to dismiss the other 2 cases. Is that how you understand it?
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. You have to understand from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you show up to court, good things happen. We can give you whatever you need. You want cell phone, tablet, food, a place to crash. If you come back, we can give it to you. If you don't come back, this is eternally what's going to happen. You pick up a new case, come back. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, counsel's approaching for page 10. Ludlow?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
This is one where we needed an additional time in order for the client to complete the anger management class and community service hours. My understanding from the office was that he had gotten the flu and was ill. I think everybody's got it. I had it too, just got over it, but that was going around. But due to the age of the case, the coordinator wanted me to approach. I did discuss with the.
What has he done, if anything?
Well, we believe that he's got some of the community service hours. I don't have the complete 30. I think she told me today it's 30.
I just saw him here.
We have no proof of any.
He's here.
Service hours, but we do have him. He did the decision-making course.
Let me get an update for you so you know exactly what he's got, okay? Give me 1 minute. She's just verifying the.
Well, not a big deal, but we want a plea, get that done.
I guess because it was the other attorney helping her out, she wants to go over the plea. Because she took an outright opportunity.
Who?
We got
Vic, who?
Cortez.
Yeah,
Carrington had somebody else come to the plea.
right.
Yeah, so
She's talking to him though, right? Yeah.
she took him out there.
It's because the information on the motion for community supervision was wrong. So we're making sure like he was playing to the correct things.
Well, Judge, so it's going to be dismissed.
Wonderful.
I'm just waiting, the client will get the dismissal. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you, Joe. Good job, Ms. Shadlow.
Thank you.
He's already handling. Judge, do you remember talking about the trial case Tuesday? Was he asking for a continuance? That's what he was talking to me about, and I couldn't hear what he was talking about.
I think I was up there for it, Judge.
What defense lawyer was it?
Once, Maxine? Max.
Oh, Max. Do you know what this is about?
The federal case, it's really.
So the deal is this, is that like, she has an open federal case that she picked up. She pled to it and they're waiting for sentencing. Initially, they wanted to set it for trial, then try to continue, but we're not going to do that until May because it would be currying favor. So now he doesn't know if she wants to plead or whether she's going to want to go to trial.
Okay.
And he's saying, according to what you guys have, that it's just not a good trial case. So.
But for him, yeah.
Right. So Monday or Tuesday, they're going to give us a decision whether they're going to file a continuance to get an expert for the blood and to go forward with trial or to plead.
Oh, so
I don't know.
we're still on for Tuesday then.
No, it's not going to get tried Tuesday.
Oh, okay, thank you. That was confusing though.
Don't prepare because it's either going to plea or they're going to file a continuance to get time for an expert.
Okay, right.
But I told him, when Tom was here, you get one and that's it. I'm not going to play this game where you just, no.
Okay, thank you.
30 days and then.
Okay, thank you. That was confusing.
So my feeling is that they're probably going to find someone to see if that's.
Raise your hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thomas, you found that you had felony offense in the state of Texas, namely aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in Texas, I guess 2018. Yes. Okay. And that your question is judgment based on probation? Yep. And this is your signature right here? There you can approach. Thank you. Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Cortez. Sir, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you a 6-month deferred. A deferred is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but it's not dismissed. You cannot tell people it was dismissed. You did a probation, completed it successfully, and didn't end up with a conviction. For you to do that, though, you must complete a thinking for a change, no drugs, no alcohol, random testing, and 20 hours of community service. Is this how you understand the agreement? I will make you a deal. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, get your classes done quick, I'll take you off in half the time. But that means that you got to get this class done. Tell me which thinking for a change, because there's multiple ones, which thinking for a change did you guys want? This is on Cortez.
For a change.
So there's the long one, there's a short one. Essentially what it amounts to.
4 hours versus.
For a month.
Yeah, 16 weeks.
There's a 16-week one, and then there's the shorter one.
The shorter one is fine.
Okay. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial right, to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. There's no coming back from this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for 6 months. Wait for you to get this done. What did you want me to do with this?
Address enhancement.
Oh, is it true or untrue that you had a prior evading arrest back in 2014 out of County Court 3 in Galveston?
Yes, sir.
Okay, true to the enhancement. All right. Sir, we wish you the best of luck. If you ever have any issues, talk to, Shatoria. She can help you out. But if you take off, you pick up a new case, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. We're going to have a hearing to see if you violated this agreement. If you did, you're looking at 6 months in jail. You understand? Okay, guys. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
It's okay. You can CC. Okay. You're done?
Well, I'm here in advance of tomorrow. I have to be watched all day.
Have you been communicating with her via email?
She didn't respond to my email, so I called her.
So call one more time, see how long, But
Just tell her you're rolling now.
yeah.
So, I'm doing this. That's not even though the case like that for tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, we are done.